Hey, good morning, everyone. So as an online entrepreneur, I'm exposed to a lot of things. In fact, we're all exposed to a lot of things, whether we're online or not. There's constantly messages coming at us from every direction, all day, every day. It's called marketing, and it's how businesses attract customers, right? It's nothing new. But online seems to be, the place where everybody's going, and it seems to be the place where you get the most bombarded with new things that can totally derail your focus. What I'm getting at is it's so easy to get caught up on your success being something other than outside of you. Because the truth is, and you can write this down, is the system for success begins inside of you, not anywhere outside. I think a lot of us look for that silver bullet. We're looking for somebody to say or do something that gives us this big aha, and the big light bulb goes off, and boom, and then within a short period of time, all of a sudden, everything comes together magically and it works out. None of us want to hear all the tough answers, the truth, really. And these are the things that successful people are saying, is that it's hard, it's not easy, it's a long journey, it's tough. You got to work, you got to put in the hours, and you got to do this, you got to that, you got to deal with failure, you got to deal with rejection, you got to be uncomfortable, you got to get outside your comfort zone. You might have to put in, some late nights, or you might have to make other sacrifices. That's the stuff that's the reality. That's real, and that's the truth, and no one likes to hear it that way. So you can't serve up a message, a marketing message like, hey, come join my team. It's the hardest thing you'll ever do. It's only, $19.95 a month and this and that. It's like, what? I'm not, that's hard. Hard? I'm going to pay money for something to be hard? You got to be kidding me. No, forget it. It doesn't sell. It's just like, when you're selling cigarettes, you're not going to have the truth. You're not going to have the guy sitting there in the hospital bed who's, got cancer, lung cancer, and he's, shriveled and brown and wrinkled, and he's got all these effects from smoking for 20 years. And, he's holding his cigarette going, yeah, you too should smoke. It's unattractive. Nobody's going to respond to that kind of messaging. That's ridiculous, right? So marketers attract us with these things that make it look so appealing and so sometimes completely off from what the reality is, because reality won't sell their message, their product. So that being the case, I think what it does is foster a society of people who are hoping for and wanting a quick fix, because that's what's served up so often in your inbox or in your news feed is quick fixes. Make $100,000 in the first, in the next 90 days, or this or that. There's online courses like crazy that are hitting this, especially in Facebook with Facebook marketing. There's a lot, and there are some people that have done it, but what you don't know is the story behind how they got to the point, how they got to day one, all the effort and work they put in, the expertise they brought to the table to make their story happen. But I guarantee you guys, there's not a story out there where a person achieved a high level of success in a really quick period of time with little effort and expertise and no pain and no difficulties and no discomfort. It was just an easy ride, and boom. You know what that's called? That's called an inheritance, actually. It's called an inheritance. So if you're not lined up with a rich uncle for that plan, you're going to have to blaze the trail and make your own things happen. But I'm here to tell you that the system of success starts on the inside. It's nowhere else. You can keep looking all you want. You'll never find it. It's like when people try and find happiness. Happiness is out there. Where's happy? You're hunting for happiness. You're looking for it, and you try different things, and you try money, you try vacations or trips or things, cars, toys, and you just feel unfulfilled because happiness is nowhere else except inside of you. You can't find it in an external situation. So the exact same thing with success. If you are not working on you, you're never going to be fulfilled. You're never going to achieve what you're supposed to achieve or meant to achieve or are possible of achieving, because you have to start changing yourself, and that's all on the inside. And nobody likes to sell that message because it's not sexy and it doesn't sell well and it doesn't make headlines. But I'm here to cut through all the crap and tell you the cold hard truth, and that is, work on you. Okay, work on you. Actually, you'll be surprised if you the more time you spend on it, it actually becomes addicting. It becomes something that's enjoyable, because you start slowly, or it doesn't happen right away, but you start slowly over time seeing the fruits of your labors, the results. You'll feel better about your progress. You'll be more comfortable. You'll overcome some of your challenges, your weaknesses. You'll really hone in on your strengths, and you'll see new opportunities and new ways, like, I can do this, or I am better than I thought at XYZ, or whatever. Those things are some of the side benefits. But it's not a sexy headline. So I'm here to tell you, it's not fun. It's not the first thing you want to do. You can go home late at night or first thing in the morning, and you can either listen to the radio or listen to another podcast. You're like, oh, I'm so tired of podcasts, or I just want to relax, watch a movie, or I can read a book, or I can read the latest cover of a tabloid magazine, or whatever crap is put out there. Work on you. Make you the number one priority. I know it sounds selfish, but you have to make yourself your number one priority. I mean, maybe a second after God, but if you're not good, if you're not right with yourself, you're not going to be in a position or in a mental state or even a willingness to help others around you and to provide the service that you need in your business, because your business should be blessing the lives of others in some way, whether it's a product, a service, or anything else that you offer. That has to bless the lives of others, and that's the best way that you can succeed in business. And you're not going to do that if you're not right on yourself. So, system of success, one more time, it starts on the inside. You got to work on yourself. You got to make yourself better. Self-help, self-improvement, listening to podcasts, reading books, putting yourself out there, setting goals, achieving goals, working on yourself. How can I be better? How can I love my spouse more? How can I be a better father, or a better husband, or a better mother, or a better grandfather or uncle? How can I do this? How can I be better at this? Those are the questions that will make the difference in the long run, because you change yourself, and ultimately the result is that you'll change the world.